stew tonight. Stop, you pay 50 gold to pass, or I'd crush you.
Will I have to pay to come back this way?
Yes. 50 more.
That sounds like a lot of trouble, counting it all out every time I want to come by, especially since I'll be coming through here a lot. Instead of 50 gold, I owe you 100 gold for every time I pass through here. That way, if I pass you 3 times, I'll owe you 300 gold, and I can pay it to you all at once when I'm done here.
300 more than 50, lot more, but gold now. Fine, but I keep count, not you.
I would never dream of cheating you. But if you insist, I shall trust that you won't cheat me either.
Good. Go now and come back soon, then leave and come back again and again. This very good deal.
You never plan on paying, do you?
Nope. How long do you think he'll keep counting each time we come and go?
He might count every time for the rest of his life, but whether he can even count the number of fingers he has is another matter entirely.
This supposed to be a camp? I don't even see the essentials. Look like we missed him. Vayer, is there anything you can do to track him?
Do not call me that, and no, I cannot. If I were in my body, I could follow his scent, but your nose is not sensitive enough for the task. Instead, I would recommend looking for whatever ate his other journal. If it was truly a plant creature, then the journal might not be digested.
Well, it's a start, I guess.
I believe your people call them shambling mounds. Not exactly an imaginative name. Still, I haven't seen one of these in a century or two. They are quite rare. You should consider yourself lucky to have found one.
I would if it wasn't trying to kill me! Bit obsessive, don't you think?
A touch, yes. Still, we know where to go from here.
Right. Let's just hope we find more than just a pile of an owlbear's leftovers. I took care of your bugbear problem.
No! Not supposed to take care of him! Supposed to kill him!
That's what I meant that the bugbear is dead now. You're free to leave.
Oh! Why you not say so first? But we no leave yet. Still no sign from Small Dragon. Must keep praying.
Actually, I have spoken to Endan Dravair himself. He has sent me as your sign and the answer to your prayers.
What are you doing?
He wants you to know that he is still watching over you.
I did not say that, Katra. Why are you telling them that I said that?
He wishes for you to return to your homes in the mountains, where you are to live in peace while awaiting his return, at which time he will reward you for your faith.
I will do no such thing. At least tell them to guard my cave while I am gone, or have them do something useful.
Nice try. But me know voice of master, and you know him. No say his name in vain again.
Talking to these creatures is a waste of time. Let's get this over with.
Well, that was unpleasant, and I cannot say as I entirely approve. Still, one way or another, the job is done. We'd best report back before someone else takes the credit.
Huh. One of the missing cards. The kobolds must have found it while out scavenging. Glad they didn't use it for toilet paper or something.
Back again? I'll take that to mean you want something.
Do you know anything about a woman who was forced to be the lighthouse keeper? She died and is turned into a banshee.
Oh, yes. Lindra Amakir, that venomous woman, was sentenced to the island for trying to take over Candlekeep. She had a small, dedicated following that wanted to make her queen and force the Avowed into servitude under her. She'd threatened and obtained blackmail on so many of the people in charge of the city that no one would dare arrest her until the sages themselves became involved. We sentenced her to the island so that she could serve the city that she had nearly destroyed while warning incoming ships away from the rocks and her equally perilous self. Guess that one came back to bite us, huh?
She wants to be free of the island, and told us that burning her bones at the druidic shrine, along with the symbol of the thing that killed her, would let her leave the island.
If done properly, it would do just that, and divines above help us if that were to happen. Knowing her, she would immediately seek vengeance and then abuse her new freedom to torment whomever looked at her sideways in life. It is not in a banshee's nature to recognize their own faults. They always blame others.
So we just leave her? Give up on the lighthouse?
Not necessarily. If you grind her bones to dust at the shrine and then scatter the dust to the ground while burning that symbol you mentioned, it will sever her connection with the island. That will tie her to the shrine long enough for her soul to pass on into whatever wretched afterlife she deserves. That being said, she probably won't be too happy if you do that, and will try to stop the ritual. Please at least consider doing the right thing, even if it's risky and a pain in the posterior.
I'll tell you how it goes.
This Volo character clearly doesn't know anything about monsters. This book is pure nonsense. Mordekainen's tome is clearly more accurate.
Turned away so many visitors. Hope the sages figure out these disappearances soon.
Tired of guard duty. I want to go back to studying magic.
From atop the city walls, I saw a tree fall in the forest, but I wasn't there to hear it. Did it still make a sound?
Tired of guard duty. I want to go back to studying magic.
Consider potions an insurance against dying.
My potions are too strong for you, traveler.
You can't handle my potions. They're too strong for you.
Don't try to steal anything. I've got a good memory for faces.
a sale today. Buy one, get one for the same price.
If you're looking to avoid a painful, gruesome death, you've come to the right place. An adventurer. You'll be sorry if you don't buy some potions before going into the wild.
Good day.
Don't try to steal anything. I've got a good memory for faces.
Hey there! One of my customers saw you hanging around a certain now kobold-free shipwreck. Good work, young one. This is pay well earned. Now be sure to spend some of that coin here, all right?
It seems like no one can get through the Emerald Door anymore.
Good to see a friendly face.
Good day.
Need a lift? Need a lift?
good day.
Need a lift?
The shrine. If you have not yet, consider the repercussions of your decision here. It may be more dangerous for you to banish Selindra, but setting her free could be disastrous.
Maybe. You think she's learned her lesson?
I sincerely doubt it.
What will you do? Free the Banshee or send her spirit onto whatever comes next? You take Solindra's bones and begin crushing them with a stone, grinding them into shards against the altar, and then into even finer pieces until all that remains is a grainy dust. Scooping it up with your hands, you walk around the altar, scattering the remains into the dirt and grass before turning and setting the dragon-shaped figurehead alight.
What have you done? Traitor, liar, obedience, or worship? Meet my end here, then I will take you.
did the right thing, Contra. Now Candlekeep can have its lighthouse back and its people can sleep in peace, knowing that such a creature will not haunt them. Well done.
Huh. Cylindra dropped one of Thesserai's cards. Maybe she found it washed up on her island. Wonder why she was carrying it around, though. Hoping it would help somehow?
Turned away so many visitors. Hope the sages figure out these disappearances.
I was wondering when you would return. It seems that I underestimated you. Truth be told, I half expected you to die or run away when I sent you to investigate the lighthouse. But here you are. The mists are gone and the island seems to be safe again. Thank you for your service to Candlekeep. Your payment, as promised.
If you'd like, we can continue on to more adventures now, or you can continue to explore. You'll always be able to come back later. If you're ready to move on, go speak with the man with the cart. He's a friendly sort, though I can't remember his name.
From atop the city walls, I saw a tree falling.
Need a lift?
After reconvening with Thesserai, you learn more about a special artifact that can help separate your and Vair's souls. In pursuit of this item, you board a ship headed for Icewind Dale. Upon arriving at the town of Caer Dineval, you are directed to a woman by the name of Helia Goatkicker. She can help you find Nalcra the Storm Giant, who should know something about the artifact according to Thesserai. As you turn to go, however, Helia calls you back to listen to her request.
Oh, yes. One more thing while I've got you here. How'd you feel about helping out the townsfolk by talking to the miserly creep that passes himself off as a lord up in that there castle?
Not exactly a flattering description. Has he done something to anger you?
Aye, me and the rest of the town. This storm you're seeing now, it's been blowing against us for nearly 3 straight months. People are starting to starve here, and even shoe leather and tree bark are starting to look tasty. That Lord Dunwyn, though, he's been eating fine. Plenty of stores and provisions to get him by, but does he share it with his people? Of course not.
And he would listen to me, why?
He might not, but he shut his doors to all the locals on account of so many people asking for his food. We can't even get in anymore. But you're not from here. Things get pretty boring around these parts, so he might just want to chat with you and see what stories you've got from down south.
And if he won't listen?
Then tough luck. It was worth a shot. Unless you think you could make him listen. if you know what I mean.
I'll give it a shot. No promises, though.
That's all I'm asking.
Normally, I would say to let the townsfolk fend for themselves or take the food they need from the Lord, but I am curious about this storm. It does not seem natural, though not as intense perhaps as the one Helya told us about that sits in the mountains. Perhaps the Lord can tell us more.
If you think this is cold, I survived the Frost Maiden's Rime. Now that was cold.
Me eye. I lost me eye in a battle for me other eye against a school of cannibal mermaids.
Who goes there? A traveler from the south. I heard that the lord of this castle is in need of reliable news from beyond the Dale.
Yeah, who cares if it's reliable? You can tell me that the new Lord of Neverwinter is a giant bunny. I'll take whatever stories I can. And I'd wager his lordship would too. Hold on a minute. Please tell me you've got something good for us. It's been about as dull in here as my brother-in-law ever since the blizzard set in. Actually, save it. Just come with me and I'll take you to his lordship.
So you're the newcomer. Welcome, welcome. I must say, it's been some time since we've had guests. What can I do for you?
I offer news and stories from the south, though ask in exchange that you open your food stores and share with the people of Kier Dinaval, who are on the brink of starvation.
Not another... Listen, I do not know what you've heard in town, but we're only doing marginally better up here. I have enough provisions for my family and staff to last us a few more weeks, yes. But we are rationing the food and haven't any despair.
Rationed food for several weeks is still better than nothing, which is what your people have.
I'm aware. I'm also aware that if my soldiers and staff aren't fed, then they won't be able to fend off a hungry mob. Heck, if they're not fed, they might join the mob. Even if I gave them everything right now, it wouldn't even provide a single full meal for every person in Kier Dinaval. Either way, people will be hungry. And sooner or later, I expect the hungry masses to appear at my door with knives and pitchforks in hand. Commoners always think that their lords have food and wealth hidden away.
Then what have you done to fix this problem?
Nothing. What can I do? I don't have the power to change the weather.
But it cannot be natural. No storm lasts for months on end.
You would think, but here we... Actually, now that I get a better look at you with your weapons and whatnot, you strike me as a sellsword, or adventurer if you prefer that term. If you could find a way to end this blizzard and prove that you ended it, I'll be happy to reward you handsomely for your service. And it will go a long way toward ending our food shortage.
Ask if he has any notion as to where the storm came from. These things often accompany an event or are caused by a creature or curse.
Do you have any idea as to what might be causing the storm?
I haven't the foggiest, but if we're grasping at straws here, there's a lumberjack who's been reviving some old wives' tale about a frozen matron.
What's that?
Like I said, a wives' tale. A local superstition and fable about some grandmother in the mountains who helps a town in times of need. Complete rubbish. Though there may be a grain of truth to it. He could tell you the rest, I'm sure, but then only too eager to harp on about it whenever he stops by the end, as I understand.
Right then. I'll be back once I know more.
And who might you be? Haven't seen your face before. At least not as I remember.
I was told you might have some information about this blizzard. Something about an old woman in the mountains?
Ah, good. Someone else who will help me to convince Dunwyn to send someone to look for her.
Can you tell me about her? You think she can help with the blizzard?
Aye, for she has in the past. Back when my gran was but a girl, she and everyone in town sat through a blizzard twice as fierce and long as this one. They knew an old wise woman, though, one that lived in the mountains. She said that she would calm the storm, so long as the townsfolk gave her 13 babies to take as her own. Well, they brought them, and the next day, the blizzard was gone. But when someone went to thank the woman, they found that she and the children were gone too.
And you think she might be back?
If we ever needed her, it'd be either now or maybe another 2 weeks down the line when we're starting to think seriously about munching on each other. So yeah, I'd well imagine she'd come back for something like this.
Where's her cave supposed to be?
East of this mill, across the water from us, and tucked into the mountains.
Right. I'll see if I can find her.
On your own? Really should be getting a group together from the castle for this. Have some support. But, well, if you're sure, good luck.
It's the wrong way. I'd rather not get to know you. You'll be dead in a snowdrift before too long. An adventurer? You'll be sorry if you don't buy some potions before going into the wild.
Need a lift?